Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're diving into a really fascinating data-driven study that asks a wildly bold question about the future of tech. We're looking at the exact technologies racing to replace the screen you are probably staring at right now. Because, honestly, behind closed doors, the world's biggest tech giants are terrified of what happens next. The 5G era is here, and the technological landscape is literally shifting beneath their feet.
Okay, let's just jump right in by challenging something you take with you absolutely everywhere. Think about that little glass rectangle in your pocket right now. Is the era of the smartphone actually over? I know, it sounds crazy to even suggest it, since we rely on them for everything. But the raw data? Well, it tells a very different story about where the global market is actually heading.
Just look at this. In the first quarter of 2019, 330.4 million smartphones shipped globally. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a massive, super healthy number, right? But in the fast-paced tech world, this was an absolute earthquake. It actually represented a 4% drop from the previous year. The reality is, most people in developed markets already have a perfectly good phone, and they just aren't upgrading them nearly as quickly as they used to. So, the bottom line here is that the once explosive growth of the mobile device market has essentially stagnated. Just look at the historic rise of Apple's mobile ecosystem, which is arguably the biggest success story in consumer tech history, compared to the recent struggles in dropping market shares of major manufacturers. This total market saturation is causing a real panic. Tech giants are hitting a brick wall, and they are scrambling to invent the next revolutionary platform just to survive. But hey, before we can crown a winner in this high-stakes race, we really need to define what a post-smartphone actually is. Researchers define it not just as some flashy new gadget, but more like an invisible butler. It's a device capable of providing highly personalized services that anticipate your exact needs in a hyper-connected society. It's simply the natural, inevitable evolution that happens when a legacy technology finally matures. More specifically, researchers say this future device absolutely must provide what they call a trusted reality. Imagine the physical and digital worlds merging together with zero time delay. No lag, no buffering, no staring at a loading screen. It's a seamless, real-time connection between you, your physical environment, and the digital world, all interacting safely at the exact same moment. And the catalyst making this zero-delay future possible? It's the commercialization of the 5G network. 5G isn't just about downloading movies faster. It completely unlocks a brand new zone of ultra-low latency and extreme speed. It acts as the essential infrastructure, kind of like an invisible superhighway that allows next-gen hardware to actually think, process, and react in real time without the dangerous lag of older networks. Now, to figure out exactly what tech will dominate this new 5G landscape, the researchers didn't just guess or buy into the hype. They used a super rigorous three-step methodology. They started by mining big data from thousands of news articles, moved into complex topic modeling to find hidden patterns in the tech world, and finished up with a highly specialized expert scoring system to objectively rank the most viable candidates. Check this out. When the text mining data came back, 4 massive spikes emerged right next to the term 5G in all that literature. The sheer volume of these connections in the raw data effectively locked in 4 undisputed frontrunners for the post-smartphone era: autonomous vehicles, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and the Internet of Things. All right, let's head to the starting line and officially meet our contenders. These are the 4 heavyweight technologies vying for your attention right now. These are the massive platforms hoping to become your primary everyday device and permanently relegate that smartphone of yours to a dusty junk drawer. First up, the Internet of Things, or IoT. This one aims to take connectivity absolutely everywhere. Instead of making you carry a single device around all day, IoT wants to turn your entire environment, your home, your office, your city, into the device itself. It connects tangible, everyday objects to networks to monitor and serve you automatically, basically turning everything from streetlights to your fridge into a synchronized digital system. Then we have artificial intelligence. AI doesn't want you to tap a screen at all.
By mastering natural language processing and adapting seamlessly to your personal habits, it aims to be this highly scalable, invisible brain managing your life in the background. It enables machines to learn from experience and handle complex, human-like tasks without you ever needing to press a single button.
Now, virtual reality takes a completely different approach. It wants to kill the flat, two-dimensional screen entirely. Instead of staring down at a piece of glass in your hand, VR aims to immerse your five senses, along with voice and motion recognition, into three-dimensional cyberspaces. It literally tricks your brain into believing the digital world is just as real as the physical one.
And finally, the dark horse in this race, the autonomous vehicle. This tech completely reimagines what a car even is. Take away the steering wheel and the burden of driving, and suddenly a car isn't just a way to get from point A to point B anymore. It becomes a massive, private, driverless mobile space designed entirely for leisure, productivity, and uninterrupted digital connection.
But listen, having a conceptually cool technology isn't nearly enough to win this thing. Industry experts put these four contenders through an absolute gauntlet of strict criteria. They deeply analyze the possibility of diffusion, whether the market is actually ready to form around it, how easily the tech can be implemented, and most importantly, its marketability. Simply put, will average consumers actually buy into it?
While evaluating all this, the experts realized something super crucial. The next smartphone isn't just a gadget, it's a platform business. Just like the App Store turned the iPhone into an unstoppable juggernaut, the winner of the 5G era will be whoever can secure critical mass and build an ecosystem the fastest. If a tech can't drive rapid adoption and let developers build a market around it, it's pretty much game over.
So, when the final expert evaluations were actually tallied up, the results were a huge upset. Delivering an incredibly definitive verdict, autonomous vehicles completely crushed the competition, grabbing 43.68% of the priority score. That left virtual reality in a distant second, artificial intelligence trailing in third, and the Internet of Things struggling at the very bottom of the pack.
With that commanding 44% slice of the overall score, the autonomous vehicle firmly establishes itself as the undisputed champion here. It's the technology that experts overwhelmingly believe is most primed to bypass the traditional handheld device and become our next core platform in this hyper-connected era.
So why on earth did the car win by such a massive landslide? Well, because 5G zero latency makes driverless technology truly safe and reliable. And think about it. Once you take the human out of the driver's seat, you turn them into a captive audience. You're essentially placed in a comfortable box with hours of free time, making the autonomous vehicle a completely independent, highly lucrative ecosystem all its own. It's perfectly ripe for media consumption and personalized services.
As for the runners-up, they just have way too much baggage right now. VR is still pretty clunky and held back by current hardware limits. AI, while obviously brilliant, is mostly treated like a helpful voice assistant you use to set a kitchen timer. And IoT, it's largely viewed as just a fun, complementary accessory to your existing mobile data plan, rather than a standalone replacement for the phone itself.
As the 5G network continues to spread across the globe, these digital ecosystems are going to rapidly evolve far beyond those little glass screens we're all so addicted to today. The multi-billion-dollar race to own your digital life is already well underway. So, the next time you get into a car, look around and ask yourself, are you sitting inside your very first post-smartphone?